n8n workflow. 40 open roles. 0 prompt rewrites. Every recruiting automation tutorial tells you to build a separate agent per job posting. That pattern collapses the second your client hits 5 open roles, and it's why most builders quit at role 6. If you're wiring AI into a recruiting agency or an in-house TA team, you already feel this pain. Spaghetti workflows, drift, cost creep. I'll show you the exact n8n graph, the JD-Embedding node nobody teaches, and the scoring prompt that reads role context dynamically. By the end, you'll have the primitive platforms charge $39 a seat per month for. I ship these systems for clients every week. Let's open n8n. Here's the scenario. A recruiting agency comes to you. 4 people, 40 open roles across 3 clients, drowning inbound resumes. They want AI scoring. You open YouTube, watch 3 tutorials, and every single one shows the same thing. Build an agent, hard code the job description into the system prompt. Done. Great. Now do that 40 times. Now update it when the hiring manager changes the requirements. Now audit which version scored which candidate. That pattern doesn't scale past 5 roles, and honestly, it doesn't even scale past 2 if the roles are similar and you get prompt collision. So let me show you what actually works in production. 1 workflow. 1 agent node. A vector store holding every job description as an embedding. At runtime, the resume comes in, you look up the matching JD by role ID, you inject it as context, the agent scores. Add a new role, insert 1 row. Update requirements, update 1 row. The workflow never changes. Here's the graph, node by node. Node 1 is a webhook trigger. Your Airtable, your ATS, your careers page form, anything that receives a resume, posts JSON to this webhook. The payload needs 2 fields at minimum, the resume file or text, and the role ID the candidate applied for. That's it. Node 2 is the resume parcel. If you're getting PDFs, run them through a document extractor. I use the built-in extract from file node in n8n for text-based PDFs, and for scanned ones, I route to a vision model. Output is clean, plain text of the resume. Keep it under 8,000 tokens or you'll pay for nothing. Node 3 is where most builders skip the important part. This is the JD vector lookup. Before you ever run a candidate, you take every open job description, embed it with text embedding 3 small, and store it in Superbase PG vector or Pinecone with the role ID as metadata. That's a one-time setup per role. 30 seconds. Half a cent. In the workflow, this node takes the role ID from the webhook payload and pulls the matching JD text back out. No embedding math at runtime for the JD side. You're just doing a keyed lookup. Fast, cheap, deterministic. Node 4 is the scoring agent. This is a single AI node. GPT-4o Mini works fine. You don't need Opus for this. The system prompt is generic and never changes. It says something like, "You are a technical recruiter. You will receive a job description and a candidate resume. Score the candidate from 0 to 100 on 4 dimensions. Skills match, experience match, seniority fit, and red flags. Return JSON only with the 4 scores, a 1-sentence rationale per dimension, and a higher loop recommendation of advance, hold, or reject. The user message is where you inject the JD text from node 3 and the resume text from node 2. That's the whole trick. The prompt is a template. The context is dynamic. 1 agent, unlimited roles. Node 5 is a JSON parcel and validator. If the model returns malformed JSON, retry once. then route to a human review queue. Don't skip this. Models drift, and a silent failure that writes null scores into Airtable will poison your client's pipeline. Node 6 writes back to Airtable, or whatever ATS the client uses. Candidate ID, role ID, 4 scores, rationale, recommendation, timestamp, model version. That last field matters. When the hiring manager asks why a candidate scored 62, you need to know which prompt and model produced it. Optional Node 7 is a Slack notification for any candidate scoring above 80. The recruiter gets a ping with the name, role, and a link to the Airtable row. That's the whole workflow. 6 nodes, 7 if you want Slack. Now the numbers, because this is where it gets interesting. On GPT-4o Mini with cached embeddings, I'm seeing $0.14 per 100 resumes scored. End to end. Latency per candidate is 2.3 seconds average. Mostly the model call. The vector lookup is under 100 milliseconds. One deployed workflow is currently handling 40 concurrent open roles for a client. And the only thing that changes when they add a role is one row in the Superbase table. Setup time from empty n8n canvas to first scored candidate was 38 minutes when I built the template. Compare that to the per role agent pattern. 40 roles times 15 minutes of prompt tuning each is 10 hours, plus you now maintain 40 separate workflows that all drift independently. The contrarian point, and I'll say it plainly, platforms like Monday.com and Greenhouse charge $39 per seat per month for exactly this primitive, wrapped in a nicer UI. If you're a builder or an agency owner, you can ship this to a client for a one-time fee, and they own it forever. If you're the small business, you can build it yourself in an afternoon. One warning before you copy this. Do not use this to auto-reject candidates. Score them. Surface. The top of the funnel to a human recruiter. Automated rejection at scale has legal exposure in the US and EU, and it's also just bad hiring. The agent is a triage layer, not a decision layer. Keep a human in the loop for anything that leaves the funnel. If you want the full n8n workflow JSON, the Superbase schema for the JD vector store, and the exact scoring prompt template, they're on BizflowAI.io. Import the JSON, point it at your Airtable, and you're scoring resumes in under 40 minutes. While you're here, hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next n8n breakdown lands in your feed. And if you'd rather have this built for you and wired into your actual ATS, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io and we'll scope it live.